Hello. Good day. Hello, Core. How's it going? Wow, big stretch. Whoa, big stretch. Ooh, Oh, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I've been consistently going to bed at like 2 a.m. and it's not good. It's not good. I need to do better. It's, uh, uh, in the middle of the day, I'm still tired. Been for a walk, had food. Uh. Bah. Right. I'm still in this weird I don't know what to do place, technically. Um but in theory, based off what I said, now that the ref sheet is done, I should um make a commission uh sheet. I don't know what you actually call them. Sheet? Com sheet? I don't know. I'm just saying that because it's a ref sheet. Hi, Rexio. Glad to hear it. um, yeah. Hmm. I suppose that's what I should do. Let's put some music on. Music might help. How are you doing? I'm good, but tired. Same, yeah. Relatable. I'm what the kids call relatable. God. You can tell I'm tired. I went to sleep too late yesterday. Same. I've been going to sleep too late for like a full week. I need to correct it. This happens. Then my sleep schedule just goes out of sync and I have to like slap it back into place. I need to recalibrate. It would probably help with this like brain frog. Yep. Just proving my point. It would probably help with this like brain fog I'm having of I'm struggling to think. It's probably because I'm not getting enough sleep. Sleep is good. I got to sleep at 1 a.m. and I need to get up at 7. Wow, awful. Awful. Couldn't be me. Ugh. It's literally the second day. And what is the reason you are staying up so late? Because I find there's always a reason. Let me open files while I'm talking. There's always a reason. Friends. It's always friends. It's always friends. Brain frog, Better Call Dance. It's always friends. Always friends. Why do my friends? Why do I have friends in other time zones? It's unfair. It's unfair. I have friends in other time zones that I almost never get to hang out with, and then they're here being like, hey, do you want to go hang out in VR? And I'm like, it's 2 a.m. No! I should have been asleep 2 hours ago. I shouldn't be awake now. But I never get to see you. And I'm sad. I gotta stream 4 hours a day. Nice, have fun. Ugh, I can't stop yawning. It's so bad. Ugh. Blech. Got my hands at Hollow Knight. The base one or Silk Song? I assume you mean Silk Song. The base one. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. What's interesting is I was watching someone yesterday, and they were actually they actually brought up Metroidvanias. Core was probably there, watching the same person. I don't know if you were actively watching them, Core. This Mucklug. I used to play that one first before getting the second. From what I've heard, if you play the first one, you should leave it a little bit before you play the second because there are differences between them, and you need to like refresh because like you'll have muscle memory from the first game that won't work in the second game. So you'll try to and you may get frustrated because of that. So if you want to play Silk Song, then yeah, play Hollow Knight now and leave it for a while before you play Silk Song. I don't see the issue about going to bed around 2 a.m. The issue is when you try to wake up and do stuff the following morning. There's nothing wrong with going to bed at 2 a.m., so long as you're getting 8 hours sleep. Am I getting 8 hours sleep? No. No, I'm not. That's the problem. But yes. Anyway, they were saying, the people were like, asking about Silksong, and they were saying that Silksong is not a good starting point if you've never played Metroidvania style games before. And it made me smile because he said, if you want a good starting place, start with Ori and the Blind Forest. And I was like, that is the first one I played. That was the first one I played. And then he was like, then from there, play the first Hollow Knight, and then maybe play some others, and then do Silksong, because Silksong is hard. And I was like, I did enjoy Ori and the Blind Forest. And the thing is that I asked people, should I play Hollow Knight? And they said no, because they're bugs. But I know what Hollow Knight looks like, and it's like, I know the characters are meant to be bugs, but visually they're different enough from bugs that they don't creep me out. So part of me is still like, should I play Hollow Knight? Because I did enjoy Ori and the Blind Forest. I think I technically have the sequel to Ori, though. So maybe I should play Ori's sequel. But we're playing a different game at the moment, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter all that much because now we're playing Chicory, which will take us through for a while. Yeah, I was up coloring. I was saying yesterday that I was a coloring kid. I loved a coloring book, and that's what Chicory is. It's like a massive coloring book, and the game. I was up coloring Chicory. Because the entire time I was streaming it yesterday, I was like, I'm not going to colour all this in because it'll take forever, and you guys probably want to see me progress the game rather than just colouring everything. So when stream ended, I went and made a cup of tea, I went and got changed my pyjamas, and I came back and I was just colouring. And that's why I was up late, because I was colouring. And it was really nice. And it's one of those things of I don't want to go to bed because I'm having a nice time. And now I'm exhausted. Very Premier chat with my name gave me the first one, and so they will give me the second one once I finish the first one. That's very kind. That's very kind. I would advise, even if they give it to you, to wait though, for the reasons I just said. I would advise you have a like a palate cleanser game. Play Hollow Knight, have a palate cleanser game, play something else, then do Silksong. My recommendation. It's my advice. Right. Let's bring something actually interesting up on screen. Right, this is not what we're working on today because this is actually done. Because I went away and I came back and I was like, you know what? I'm fine with the hands. I was unsure about the hands, but I came back and I was like, you know what? The hands are actually okay. I don't mind. They get the message across because everybody does hands differently as well. But they get the important thing across, which is mainly the bean shape, as demonstrated here with Nemo. Hello, Nemo. I originally had a collab plan today, that's why it's a 4-hour stream instead of a 2-3-hour stream. I'll play 2 hours of Hollow Knight and then the collab. Nice! Look at you being a little social butterfly. Good for you. You're doing better on the collabs than I am. I'm awful. It was meant to be my resolution to do more collabs this year. I've now done 3, which is not a lot for the entire year. Nemo, go to bed. God, no. Nemo is operating on European time. Nemo is operating on European time. And you just have to deal with that. On the topic of sleep. I'm so tired, Nemo, because I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I was colouring in Chicory. But I was having such a nice time. But I'm so tired because I stayed up late, but I still woke up at the same time. So I'm just getting less sleep. It's weird. It's really weird of like, I'm not good at waking up early, but my body does kind of naturally want to wake up at a certain time. But it seems to naturally wake up at that time regardless of when I go to sleep. So if I go to bed at a good time, I get good sleep. Because I just wake up at the same time regardless. Most of my friends are fellow streamers, so it's technically just hang out with each other. Fair enough. You don't have to put the W in there, you know. I'm just saying. Switch my sleep to be hopes. Should just catch up on sleep when you can. I keep thinking I'll catch up on sleep at the weekends, and then I keep having to do stuff, so I have to wake up. But yeah. So my body seems to naturally want to wake up at a certain time, so when I'm like, oh, I'll catch up on some sleep here, I just wake up at that time. The best way I can catch up on sleep is to go to bed earlier, because apparently my body doesn't like me sleeping in. Well, technically I sleep in by other people's standards, but by my standards, that's just the time I wake up. I'm literally fidgeting with the window. Nope, not games. Art. Excuse me. I've been typing in half a Wu language so long it's stuck in my head. You do you, but some people won't take you seriously for it. I'm just warning you. Just warning you. Some people won't take you seriously. My lore, the typos, and mad panic to find hug emo. Hello, Hope. Lovely to see you as well. Oh boy. Anyway, yes. Anyway. Yeah, the ref sheet I think is done. I think the ref sheet is done. So... Ooh, I gotta show that to Vaz. Ooh, I gotta show that to Vaz. Dragon. The person who made the Vulpa is making a dragon. Need to let Vaz know. I hate having ADHD because I have pills on my desk to remind myself to take them. But now I'm here like, did I take them? I don't remember. And I probably shouldn't take two. I think I took one today. Yeah, no, I did, when I finished my water. No, I did have one of those today. My sleep schedule may be shifting even more for reasons. Reasons? What reasons? You don't have to tell me if it's personal. I'm going to be getting English, German, and Japanese class. Interesting. That's a lot of languages. That's a lot of languages. Hoped it's so good today you don't know my reasons. That's fine. I don't need to know your reasons if it's personal. I don't need to know if it's personal. Don't share personal information on the internet. I remember back when I used to learn German in school. I've forgotten pretty much all of it now. Oh, it was funny because one time a German came into the chat and I went, it's a German. And they were like, are you German? And I was like, no, I'm not. I was joking. Surely I was putting on an accent. Surely my accent is not that fine. I do not know. You know my address. That's true, but it's a Twitch chat. Technically, you might know mine because it would have been on the return. But anyway, it's fine. I don't like German, but I kind of need it. You need it? You need German? I use it every day to talk to my dad. Yeah, well, that's different. You're from a different country. You're in a country that actively speaks German. I make a point not to pay attention to it and forget it. I mean, same. I can't remember the addresses of my friends I visit. I go to Kay and Den's place all the time, but I don't remember what their address is. Multiple reasons type later goes tired. Understandable. I'm in Belgium, and I know most people don't talk German here. Oh, you're in Belgium, right? I thought you were in a different country. Anyway. Central Europe is way better at being multilingual than other countries. I'll acknowledge that. Most Central Europeans all speak at least two languages because a lot of them know their native language and English as well, but a lot of them know other ones as well. I can barely speak English. Yeah, you can. It's fine. Trying to learn Swedish. Swedish? It's Swedish. Not to like shoot myself, but I think I do okay with pronunciations. I often like, I'm sorry if I'm mangling that pronunciation, but I think I do okay with pronunciations in different languages. Although I've established that Mexican is an awkward one. Because I could not pronounce that food that Growlithe likes. Oh, it's being nice to me in chat. Of course. You deserve it. I have to finish food before starting my stream. You should. Food is good. It's important. I hope you have fun. Blech. Better at typing than speaking, that's for sure. A lot of people, that is true, because obviously you get time to think. Hello, Foxy! Enjoy your lurk, Rexio. That's the thing is that I know that English is an awful language to learn if you're not a native English speaker, because we do so many weird things that seem very natural to us. Which is probably also why a lot of native English speakers struggle to learn other languages. Because we're the weird ones. Hair everywhere. Hair everywhere. Okay, I think this is done, so I need to... Right, so this was my last one. The problem is that I do so much that it's a lot of information to fit on a page. This was my last one. Made 2 arts yesterday. You want to see them? Of course! Share them in the Discord. Say how easy it is for you to talk when I am giving you all the hugs. So that I can understand y'all most of the time. You do better than me. I can't understand us a lot. Mm-hmm. English is a bully that beats up other languages and steals their verbs. Mm-hmm. It leaves them mangled as well. Right, let me check my own website, because this is not accurate either, because my prices had to go up this year because the cost of living. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a bit of a knock to my confidence that I put my prices up and I've had less commissions this year. But it is what it is. Only yesterday I forgot the words for something and Hope had to save me. Oh, that's funny. Good tea. Yeah, I was up late because I was colouring in Chicory. That's what I was doing. I was going through all of the map areas that I had just got walked through, and I was colouring them all in so that my page is fully coloured. That's why I stayed up late. Right, so these all went up basically by like a £5. Shaded went up by a lot because shading is a lot of work. Yeah, it's only an additional $5 to get color because color isn't too hard for me and I like color. But shading is hard. Vaz! I have a thing to show you! Yeah, see, Vaz has been summoned. I was literally, I literally 5 minutes ago, I was like, I need to show Vaz this. Sky, if you want to keep showing your artwork, maybe stay this time instead of leaving again. The maker of the Volpa, Rival, who I've met and is very nice, is making a dragon. Rival's making a dragon. It looks good. And it's the person who made the Volpa. Why can't I post or type? Because you left, and it meant that you got unverified because we have security in our server, so I had to re-verify you, which is why you shouldn't have left. Rival's making a dragon! The Volpa is, frankly, an S-tier avatar. I love it. And it's great. It's really funny because I agree with one of my friends. I can tell that one of my friends really loves the Volpa because they specialize in doing kit bashes. They were the inspiration for me doing my kit bash. And they use Volpa parts in everything, and I also used Volpa parts in my kit bash because I wanted to keep the leggy face, but I liked all of the like Volpa parts. So yeah, it's like the Volpa is so good, and they're making a dragon. It looks good. Big Snoot. So yeah, Rival's making a dragon. Don't know when it'll come out. Because it looks like it's maybe towards the end of the modeling phase. Based off what they've sent. I think I can see myself, based on what I know about how the Volpa is, like there's a few bits that I think they probably want to tidy up. And then they'll need to texture and then all the Unity program, which takes forever. I want to buy many things, same. Including a shower. Ooh, cool art. Cool art. Who doesn't? It's true. Okay, paintings are so much work. They are so much work. Right. Funnily enough, when I was at Ferality Silver and I had my booth, I had the thing on the wall that was like stickers are £10, and they were like, "That's actually really good for these. These looks really good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And now it's like 2 years later, so I'm better now. So I think that the increase is justified. And didn't mean to do that. Avatar textures are now 40 because I have also gotten a lot better at VR chat avatars, but it also means that they take longer for me to do because I put more work into them, which means they cost more. The second as a streamer, I think you won't like it. I've told you this before. It'll make me start repeating myself. Streamers will always love gift art. I loved the art that you gave me. I've got it saved because I save all of my art. What? Art. Awesome stuff by awesome people. Twitch. There it is. It's right there. I save all the art that people give me. Because it's amazing. Because I'm like, you made me think. And then I start crying. See? Can't even say I'm lying because I showed you. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I can take this sheet and update what's on it. So let's. I have nearly doubled the amount of avatar bases I have since I made this. Oh. I have nearly doubled this. Hang on. Duplicate. Let me just move that there for a moment. I didn't realize how outdated this was. I've nearly doubled that list. Okay, I'm gonna have to reshuffle a little bit then, I think. Or split it. Is this list up to date? This list is up to date, right? Let's see my hastily recorded emote there. Shh. I only have one fan art and I have it as my banner. Blah, 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 blah. You're a sweetie. You're a sweetie. Alright, let me check my avatar list, because I'm pretty sure I do update this every time I get one. It's like part of the process. Where did I put it? It's in one of my drives. Sheets. Avatar bases. One, let's see. 19. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, this list is not up to date. Okay, so Amara, yes. Vento's Bat, yes. ERX HD, yes. Oh, I separated the Feather Dragonet and the Flugel on this list. That's fine. The Phoenix is not on here. Phoenix Ultimate. I'm gonna put and HD. Because you get they don't do a bundle anymore, but when I bought it, I got them both in a bundle. So Flugel, Ghostblaze, Cobble, Kuda's Jex, Kuda's Avian. Those two should technically be the other way around. Because we did this alphabetically. The Leggy, the Mantle Beast, the Noodle, the Nova Beast, the Rexo Evolved, the Resuium, the Snogadol, and the Volpa by Raval. I think that is everything. Because this is all the paid ones. I don't bother listing the ones that are free. Because obviously if an avatar is free, you can just get it. Mind if I drew you the same way as him, drawing something terrifying? That's an incorrect diagnosis. I don't know if I do want you to do that, actually. So thank you for asking. But I'm gonna politely decline. I don't know if I really want my character drawn like that. But thank you for asking. Let me double check my library that I haven't missed any. So the Snogadol, Nova Beast, that's a free base, so I'm not gonna bother listing it. That is also a free base, so I'm not gonna bother listing it. The Evo Rex HD, Volpa, X Panthera. X Panthera. One of them had got missed. Kuda's Avian, Kuda's Jex, Phoenix. That's a free one. Rex Evolved, Noodle, Phoenix Ultimate. That one's free. That one's free. Mantle Beast, Zuium, Amara, Bento's Bat, Leggy. That appears to be it. I don't believe I've bought any avatars on Jinxie. That was just me going through my my Gumroad purchases. No, I've bought the fur brush off Jinxie. Technically, that was bought for me because it was on Throne. Thank you again. Should I draw him again? Do you have your own characters that you like to draw? A good etiquette thing is that it is really good and really sweet that you like to give art to people, but when it comes to things that are more horror leaning, it is better to check with the person because not everyone likes that kind of thing. It's that keyword consent. That keyword consent. So that's that there, and then I only have the Flugel on booth. So that is all of my avatars. Insert there, and I need to add the X Panthera. There was only one avatar that I hadn't added, which, funnily enough, I think was the last one I got, which was several months ago at this point. And I'm pretty sure because I have a chart of all my avatar bases, and I have a little thing that's like, can I do this with this? Can I do this with this? Because for some, there's like exceptions. Very rarely, but there are exceptions. So there's like one base that I own where it's like, I've got my 3 categories. So can I do a retexture commission for them? Can I make and sell accessories for them? And can you make public avatars for them? And there's a handful where it's like yes, yes, no. There are some avatars where they don't like you making publics of them. But I believe Toscas are all universal, which is just yes, yes, and yes. Yes, you can retexture them. Yes, you can make accessories for them, and yes, you can make publics. Back in the day, I was going to make publics to try and promote myself. Never got round to it, though, much like everything else. Yes, you may customize it however you want. You may even make a public clonable avatar. You may take commissions using this model. You may not upload commission avatars to the party's account if they do not own the avatar. From Gumroad. You may not give out the model files. You may edit the model files and sell edits for other bases, provided anyone buying your base has bought the original model in the first place. You may sell mods of this model, but only to people who already own it. That's actually something I should add. That's a column I can add. Can use in kitbash /mod. Anyway, okay, so that's that list updated. Which means I need to update my website. Because the list on my website is not correct. Hope, there's a difference between people being drawn sexy and hot and not safe for work. Not safe for work is generally, obviously it can vary, then there's a lot of nuance, so always look things up, but generally not safe for work is like full nudity and probably very sexual, but things that are just suggestive and things that are slightly lewd are not always technically full safe for work. Full not safe for work, I suppose I should say. Excuse me. Because some people are into it, some are not. For example, I am not. Logging into my website. It's been so long since I edited my website that they're asking me to verify. Right, since this is not really a text editing software, I don't think I can make it go into a second column. So I will have to copy and paste it to make a second column. Sorry, today's an odd stream, I know. Where the hell is it? Manage. Edit site. Wix website editor. I heard music is good. Mature, I would call it. Mature is a good word for it because that's like how the age rating system works on like some movies and stuff. Rated M for mature. Okay. Right, behind the scenes, under the hood. Dance till you stop. Do you want to go home? Nearly as great as being alone. Alright, down here, we need to make sure that these lists match. Save. Publish. Just gotta go, go, go. You wouldn't download a car. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I want to change on there for now. Every day. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Oh my gosh, Hope, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rexio. That's very kind of you. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay. Perfectly splits in two. Okay, that's also the old cobble. That's an old image. Okay, so time to have a look through some of my retextures and maybe update these. Actually, yeah. 3D modeling. Digital Wolf. Digital Wolf is like the one I'm like really proud of at the moment because of the fur texturing I did on it. Actually. No, I should keep that there. Pictures, VR chat. Have a good day, Rexia! When did I, oh my god. March? Jesus. March was when I did it. Like, literally half a year ago. Yeah, I think that one is the best one because you get a good view of the tail. The tail is where, like, the fur texture really comes out. Why, Clip Studio, why are you behaving this way? Me and my boy's gonna mess you up. Fuck. Brighten you a little bit. There we go, because you're supposed to be white, not grey. Much better. Blech. Blech. Right. Don't. Cool! Cool! Holy shit! Wait. Wait. Pause. Green Mage, my beloved, we will listen to you in a second. Cool! Oh my god, where is it? Hang on. Is it on his page? I don't know if it's on his page. Because it was a collab with someone else. Hold. Hold. This is important. Hold. Who's it by? The Dragon Friends, apparently. The Dragon Friends? I'm trying to find it. Hold it! Yes. Hold it! Where's the freaking social media? Found it. They made another one. And it's for you, Core. The caption is, nothing says I cherish our friendship like a 6th level area of effect spell in a confined space. I hope you're listening, Core, because this is for you. Great. They made one for Core. They made one for Core. Now we return to our usual broadcast. Right. I think I am gonna. Oh god, Bard. You guys didn't see that. That was a VR chat, man. Hi, Curls. That was bad timing. That was bad timing. You didn't see that. None of you saw that. I'm trying to find a picture of PK. I think this one. I think this one. I got stabbed. Someone stabbed me. Imagine. I got stabbed. Who does that? Yeah, I think this one of PK, I did in fact not see. Then you're good! Then we're all good. Right. Let's put PK on there. Done with this. I'm going to name these layers because Lord knows a lot of them look the same. That's PK. Okay, Mal, I think you're going to go. Mal was like one of the first VR commissions I did for a retexture. And I was really proud of it because I got like, you can't really see it in this image, but I got like little tufties on the thing to like make it look like fur. I was really proud of it at the time. I mean, I still am. It was like one of my very first ones. I gotta catch the rest of the VOD, so not yet. Do you want to see? Oh no, you're sick again? Aw. Sorry you're unwell. What happened? Body said no. No. Only a small army left. Wow. Wow. Okay, what other textures did I do recently? Haven't really done any recently, actually. The last texture I did probably was the Digital Volpa. The Digital Fox. Nope, still got that wrong. It was the Digital Wolf. Digital Fox is the Renamon. Then it was Somna. Yeah, I've not done any retextures. Now I kind of want to do a retexture. Retextures are fun. They're just colouring. It's been established. I like colouring. Kika! She goes on there. Right, out of these two, weirdly enough, Guido is more recent than this version of Blue, but I like this version of Blue a lot. I really like how I did these swirl patterns. This is just nice. It's just nice. So I think Guido's the one that I'm going to remove. Oh, it was a fraction too slow. I really like dealing. Cuddle deficiency self-diagnosed. Super sore throat and general cold things. Oh no. Give me the deer. Where's the deer? In direction of deer. Oh, this is a problem. My phone is asking me to restart it, but I can't. The power button on my phone is fucked. So I unlock my phone with fingerprint. But in order to like bring up the menu to be like, hey, do you want to restart your phone? I have to press and hold the power button. And it's like, uh-oh, John. My power button's fucked. That's a problem for later. Vaz, this is a joke before anyone says, are you ever gonna get the flugel done? That's been literal years. protection layer. I've been working on so much stuff for the shop that I don't actually have a lot of things to update that with, but I do have new stickers. I did do new stickers. I've been putting him on hold. I know I want to buy many things. I totally get it. I totally get it. I was mostly joking, but I was also curious because it was like something that literally got brought up like a year ago. I've said before, but the Flugel is like my favorite underrated avatar. No one knows about it, and it's like kind of old, but I love it a lot. It just looks nice. Did I tell you I met a Flugel at Somna? It's legitimately the first time I've met another Flugel out in the world. I never ever, I literally like ran over to them. I was like, "You're wearing a Flugel dragon!" And they're like, "Yes, I am." Where was it? Was it after the fireworks? Or was it before? After the fireworks. Here he is. Sentences that would kill a Victorian child. Wild Flugel dragon. I was ecstatic. Literally the only photograph of another Flugel in my like 4 years of playing VR chat. Never seen another one. Okay, so this has been updated. Save this as V3. Okay, stickers. Okay, I think my oldest ones are the ones of Silent. And you can tell that because I hadn't really done much about the line weighting. I learned later on that people like the general theme for stickers, people like to have like a thicker line rather than the thinner line. I think the stickers look better with a little bit of a thicker line around them. I feel like the YCH might be a nice one to put in. Delivery, that's the ones I'm after. The YCH. put you in this gap, because this back gap is larger, apparently. Yep, PK has Wheeze. Technically, the closest thing I have to your character here drawing, in that apparently I've now done two Wheezes, my own and his. I actually had an idea for a your character here artwork. I've never done one before. Your character here is when you sort of basically like half draw a drawing and then you offer it as like a pre-made commission for people, and it's like, oh, I'll finish it, but with your character. Yeah, that's also what that means. Your character here, YCH. But a YCH is yeah, that's what it means. So you'll see them sometimes looking something like this, I guess. So people will like draw, sketch a character in a pose or doing something, but they'll leave it quite featureless, and then you can say which one you want, and they'll like put your character in there. Sometimes there'll be one-offs. Sometimes they'll be repeating of like multiple people can buy the same one. When my new avatar will be ready. I'm excited. I'm excited. The only 2 brackets 3 Flugel dragons in VRC. That's why I need a second one. We need another Flugel Vase. Flugel times. I keep thinking in my brain of like, because the Flugel is a little old and I know stuff about VR, of like, man, I could take the Flugel and make like a slightly more modern version, just tweak it slightly, but I'm also like, it would definitely only be for me because the Flugel is such a niche avatar that next to no one knows. It's not exactly something that would sell well. You know, people aren't really going to buy it because it's an avatar that they don't have or even know. So it would definitely be just like a personal thing. Plus, the Flugel, unfortunately, the Flugel suffers from that thing of the person who made it is not a native English speaker, so their TOS is not in English, and you have to kind of like awkwardly translate it with Google Translate, and it's like not always 100% clear on some things. So it's like, I don't fully know what you can and can't do with it. It's a little unclear to me. That's neither here nor there. Have I done any other stickers? I could put Calamity on here. I'm like going through my commissions. I'm like, did I do stickers for Calamity? I didn't, but I did a fuck ton of VR work. So like, Calamity would probably be better to put there because 4 is already a lot. Nope. Kazoo stickers. We got both of those there already. Silent Voz, Nerwin. I make too much stuff is the problem. You got so much stuff to like cram in here. Because I was just realized I was like, part of the reason I was doing this was because I finished the ref sheet, and then I was like, oh, this is a good example of like a commission I can do. I can do ref sheets for people. So that's something else that I've got to try to put onto the page. I should just go back to the initial idea that I did. I was gonna do this like around Ferality and totally ran out of time. Which was just to make a really shitty one, which was just like throw everything in and just be like, I make things! Because they just make too much shit! This was literally. I should go back. I should just do this. I should just do this. I make too many things to fit on one piece of paper. Similar vibe to I Have Toast. No, the vibe is the terminal montage Monster Hunter video. I have things! The voice crack is important. Which, if you've never seen, I will educate you. Because I feel like I reference it at least once a week. Found it. Yes, it is a vocal stim. I have things! You should watch Terminal Montage, it's funny. I have things! Oh wait, there's a bunch of bingo stuff that I needed to call from last night, hang on. Because last night, Spook bought me tea and biscuits, but he did not say anything. Biscuits. I'm in love with a fox boy on the internet. Sounds weird, but it's true. 19 was today. What do you... Which one? What? Which one? Which one's 19? I don't remember the numbers. Don't tell me the numbers. Mr. Wanted Pokemon? I don't think I missed... I don't think... Oh, Mr. Wanted Pokemon isn't throwing a Pokeball and missing. Missing a Wanted Pokemon is when I'm, like, engaged in something and I look over and there was something, like, rare and I'm like, shit! That's what that means. It's like, hey, Blue, a legendary spawned and you missed it. What? That's what that means. That's what that one is. I'm gonna have a nuclear attempt show. Talk to you later. Enjoy! Enjoy being in soup. I'm gonna have to, like, extend this down to, like, fit everything in. In love with a fox boy on the internet. Sounds weird, but it's true. No, I won't give up on you. suppose I can make things smaller because this is a very large document. I like it being big because then people can zoom in and look at the stuff. I also need to make sure that the Discord link is still accurate, actually. I hope one day we get enough people that I can have, like, an actual, like, custom Discord URL. That would be nice. We need to have more boosts. Does this still work? It does. Good. It's still accurate. I need to add... There's a whole other social media website now. God fucking damn it. There's too many things. Where the fuck's boy on the internet? Sounds weird, but it's true. I don't even know your name. Hi, Russo. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing alright as well. I thought before for the dealing. Nah. No. We had it on Sunday, but we're on a new week. We had it on Sunday. Me and Spook were talking, and then after 5 minutes, we were like, there was a haunter in the chat, which is Spook's favourite. I'm being stubborn. I need to squish things up more, maybe. I don't know. This stuff is hard. How? I couldn't write it down, I'll crash. Okay, so Discord, email, Discord icon, email, Twitter. Yeah, all of these. Can we, like, shrink ever so slightly? And then move along. Okay. Overlaid creations and email. Give me a fucking sec. I'm literally actively working on it. Calm down. Twitter is the one that's awkward. Go figure. It's the only one where my name is ever so slightly different. Couldn't get the Sky bit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Frog would probably have an aneurysm about me doing it like this. She's actually good at stuff like this. I'm not. No, it's not going to fit. Okay, we're going to have to stack them. Not what I meant to do. Hello, Cookie! I might put Bennett's picture there instead. Or maybe PK's. I might need to squish things because I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to make the page bigger because that's going to mess with the dimensions, which will change how it appears online. The remaining one got sent, by the way, Cookie, if you didn't know. Because the night will never give you what you want. I need to rest, but I'm gotta finish this week, then no more gigs and no more work for a week. Ah, fair enough. Yes, for the final payment. Since you said that you couldn't see anything else that you wanted done with it, then it's done. So once the final payment goes through, I'll send it over. The like transparent one. If you're happy with it, it's your work. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think this is a nicer example of some shading I can do. Started to mix hard and soft shading, and it does look nice. Keep on running. Keep on running. Keep on running. Whoa, kobold upon ye. I draw very large. Night'll never give you what you want. Had a big yesterday over. Okay, Pete showed up. Hey, nice! Very nice, congrats. Him who one time. Come on. Him it twice. I feel like a train late because of lack of sleep. Amen. I remember being swarmed after was so overwhelming. Aww. Sounds like they really liked it then. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already looking at Rival's Dragon Base and I'm like, I made 2 Digimon skins for the Volpa. I can make Digimon skins for that because I'm like, Greymon. Tempting. I mean, it's probably not gonna be out for a while still. Right. I think I need to be making the title smaller. I need to squish everything up. I need to squish it all up. Let's try putting the logo over here. Move these to be here. And then we can centralize these. You did Renamons. I did Renamon and Garurumon. I did too. You like Renamon, don't you, chat? They did okay, actually. Definitely the scarf is like what took off for me, which is probably because it was such a like competitive price. But they've actually done okay now. Now that a couple of months have passed between the two of them. Yeah, but my scarf is very clearly my most popular product, and it's not even close. I like doing retextures, they are fun. I don't like using substance when it crashes on me. For legal reasons, I have to say no. Oh. Oh. Yeah, between the two of them, they've actually done okay now. It took a while. It was definitely a gradual thing. It wasn't a, oh, I've sold a bunch overnight. It was very gradual. But they've done okay. Yeah. Digital paintings are an awkward one because they're an expensive thing, but I can't budge on the price because they are the thing that takes forever. Painting so much detail and doing so much, it just takes so long. So I really can't budge on them. It just means that I basically never do them. Okay, I think these are the ones that I need to scale down. Thank you, cool. Eh. Drinks. Hmm. If you're not busy rebuilding redeems, should be something you're working on after this, obviously. The problem that I'm facing at the moment is I need money so bad, so I feel really awful working on things that don't earn me money. And redeem things like redeems and emotes and stuff fall under that. Which is, not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling to feel that. I said the dream job is to be able to work on whatever I want without having to worry about money. I can't quite do that yet. But you guys make it possible. So, I'm always grateful for anything and everything you guys do because you're amazing. And I always worry that I sound ungrateful when I say stuff like that because my brain is full of bees. Carrying 12 backpacks makes your POV so much zoom in you can only move around by jumping. 12 backpacks? Really? Can be bees. We can be bees. This is good news. We already marked off vocal stim. This is good news. We can be bees. This is good news. Not enough space. Great asset. Great asset. That reminds me. Not that we should play Lethal Company because I prefer Repo to Lethal Company. Do people want to play Repo this week? I saw that some of you guys played Repo at the weekend, or rather, Spook came in and told me you guys were playing Repo at the weekend. People want to play Repo? I haven't played since the new update, and that was several months ago. Considering I've done 3 ref sheets in my life, these look great. I'm just gonna go ahead and say these look great. I don't want to copy that because it's going to copy all of the layers. I just want it as a flat thing. Both of these ref sheets are great. And there's been another features getting in. Oh, they are constantly adding new things. I was watching a devlog today, which was why it was in my mind. The game is not like left. It is always having new stuff in. So the last update added in the moons mechanic and a new level. And the next update is added. They're calling the monster update. They're adding in new monsters. They're also adding in a feature where when you are dead, you have a backup battery, and if and you'll be like, completely dead and inactive like you would normally, like right now. But then you can activate your backup battery to like talk to people and very briefly jump, but then your backup battery will run out and you'll deactivate again. So basically, if you are dead, they're making it so that you can still like actually do something. So if you die and no one knows where you died, you could use your backup battery to try and get yourself like into a position where people can actually see you, or if it takes long enough because your backup battery apparently slowly comes back, you can slowly scoot yourself back to the start, which is kind of neat. But you can literally, if you can literally like activate your backup battery and just be like, "I'm over here," and then your battery dies. This is the PNG version. It is nice to look back at some of my art and my brain just goes, that's good art. Like, yay. Because sometimes, and with artists, your brain doesn't do that. Sometimes you look at art and you're like, but it's nice to have like these ref sheets and like these old pictures of PK and Bennett and be like, that's good art. That's good art. I gotta write some of the things I want to buy, like an updated ref sheet done by you. Oh, thank you, Vaz. Twitch is telling me I have an advert about to start, and I really need to pee. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. I can see that I'm going to need to put. Thank you, Vaz. Thank you. You mentioned you sometimes have trouble explaining to people what your work is. Tell them you acquired a dragon. You're a pro creature collector, among other things. That's true. I'm sure that will definitely help my parents understand what I do for a living and not confuse them further. Okay. Oop. Color. Palette. Fantasy artist and creature collector. I stumbled across a lyrical poem thing a friend wrote me in high school. Oh, really? That's really cute. Someone wrote you a poem? That's fucking gay. Affectionate. Poem is about me, but it uses Alice in Wonderland symbolism, and I was thinking, what a lovely artistic choice. Shakes you. Shakes you. Ah! Look, yeah? What? What? Should I put like options for multiple views? Give me a man after midnight. There were no signs. No one could possibly know. Are you sure about that? Ref sheets are so hard to price up because they're all so different. Because you got to think if it's because essentially it's like, oh well, this ref sheet is 2 full bodies and 3 headshots. Because this is just a copy of that. I didn't charge extra for that, so it's 2 full bodies and 3 headshots. This one is 1 full body and like a bit. So they're so hard to price up. So I'm like, start from 100 because it's very rare that you get you want a ref sheet that's just a full body with nothing else. So it's like generally you have some extras. So I'm like, 100 is probably where it starts, but it goes up from there. Ignore the poem that referred to me, she, her, and my gay girlfriend, and in primary school being sad when tag game, if you were it, you were a girl. They would call you a feminine version of your name, and I always said my name didn't go feminine well, and how in MMOs, despite playing male avatars, I was somewhat confused for a girl in everyone, and proud of that. The list goes long and long. Ignore that. There are no signs at all. Yeah, yeah, you and me getting to know each other in TeamSpeak before Discord even existed, and you just being like, I just like to play girls in Pokemon game because you couldn't always, you didn't always have that option. So now I like to always take the option because it's special. Mm-hmm. That's a normal thing for a cis man to say. Mm-hmm. Ignore that too. There were no signs. It's truly no signs. Astounding. Right, I can fit in another avatar here and some more stickers. I'm actually going to post on my social media that making a com sheet is actually really hard because I do so much stuff. Because like now that I've like squished this down a little bit, I'm like I could put a little note here to be like I also do clothing because obviously PK's there and PK has clothes. I said could put Calamity in there, so now I will. There's now space for Calamity to be there. I haven't hung out with Calamity in forever. I got a 3/4 view somewhere. I must do. Beyond the gilded cage. It's weird that I made all of Calamity's stuff a year ago, because that was before Umbra. And we've had Somna since then. Time is scary. That one? No. Is it that one? No. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. There it is. Oh, look at these beans. Me doing Smooth Criminal. I think you need to go from A4 to A3. That isn't the issue. Is like being, because like I could do the same if I could achieve the same thing by selecting everything and squishing it down, but it's like that's not what I want to do. Because like it's not changing from A4 to A3 in a digital sense doesn't change anything because it will still be the same size on the screen. That only makes a huge difference when printing in real life. But like the dimensions are gonna be the same because if I hit 0, this is like the max like zoom in, which is like plenty. It's like I can squish stuff smaller technically, but it's more I'm trying to see how visible it is like not zoomed out, not zoomed in. Which is hard because I make so much stuff. All my D&D characters were either A, a woman, or B, heavily transcoded. It's totally normal for a person to want to wear a mask all the time and wear loose, concealing clothes, even though they're not a criminal yet. I remember in high school, because I was just my girlfriend's long hair, I remember distinctly thinking how I wanted my hair to look more feminine and being so happy when people would confuse me for a girl from behind. Totally normal feelings. Did they take any other pictures of Calamity's thing? Or was that it? I don't know why I like this one. I think that was all the pictures I took. Yeah, I think that is all the pictures I took, so I think that is my best one. I was kind of hoping for like a 3/4 one again. That doesn't quite do it because the arm is cutting across, so I think that is probably my best bet. The way you move, the way you feel. Both of those are not in the correct section. Avatar textures. I look like all you need. We're going to put these two next to each other since they both have clothes. I rise to the exploring. Take my time, baby. Calamity. Damn you, pointing out more zero things I hadn't considered. I thought that's what you were referring to. It wasn't. Dad, this to me last time. Okay, more stickers. See, I deleted some, but now I'm like, should I put them back in? I want you to know you could know me if you changed your mind. Custom clothes and fitting. also available. Ugh. Blue is a creature collector IRL. It's partially why she became a furry. She has a slime, a kobold, a ghost, a robot, a fox, an octopus, a letter, a dragon, and I assume many more. Hope is land octopi. That's true. I think that's everything. We've added in ref sheets, updated the prices, updated a few bits of the art. I want the background would be full of your avatar textures with an opacity of 50%. just cram it full. PK! Wow, maybe he isn't dead. Hi! Where you been? Where have you been? Work. Fair. Shame PK doesn't live anymore. I know, right? Can't believe PK's dead. Man. Can't believe PK died. It's wild. Did you know PK has amazing assets? I should know, I made them. Is that why I'm so tired? Might since these are like squished up so much, it like is kind of taking away some of the detail, so I might do some zoom ins here, just be like details. We updating the comm sheet? Yeah. Small updates. I need to remind people my comms are open. Does that not like working when there's a mask on? No, okay. It doesn't like working when there's a mask on. See, I don't want to like squish these down if I can, because the point of them is to show the details. But I'm gonna have to squish them a little bit. Okay. Let's remove the mask. That blue sky post with the Dreeg avatar was so cute. I went full E when I saw it. Dreeg avatar? What? What? Are you talking about the griffin? It's not a dragon. That wasn't a dragon. That was the griffin. You talking about the flying one? Yeah, I meant to type Griffin. How did Griffin become Dreeg? I thought you were trying to type dragon. Or like Durg, because some people call dragons Durgs. Durgan. So I was like, dragon? I was like, it wasn't a dragon, it was a griffin. Anyway, thank you. Yes, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm tired. My hands won't communicate well. My brain even when I'm not tired. Oh my god. It's true though. Ooh, no, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do either. Okay, I think I am gonna have to start squishing these down. I wanted to try and make it so that I didn't have to squish them too much, because the whole point is that they're showing some of the details. Okay. That was because I had to squish these down so much to fit them in. I'm hoping that these will show that, like, the paintings are quite detailed. Okay. Where are we now? Let's see, you two. I can't believe that this took me all day. I thought I was going to do multiple things, but go figure. Ugh. But hey, I think it is done. There's a lot of stuff. I make a lot of stuff. Hmm. What do you make? Yes. Yeah, basically. 2D art, toon art, digital paintings, stickers, avatar textures, custom avatars, avatar accessories. Woman of many talents. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I think it's okay. Do you guys think it's okay? And don't just say it is because I made it, but like, does it actually look okay? Because there's so much to fit on in a single image. it's so much, and like, yes, you can zoom in and like look at the stuff, but it's a lot. Blech. I've seen many that are way worse. Fair enough. I mean, you might have seen me flicking through it a couple of times. At one point, I was very tempted to just do something like this, just throw it all in, scribble I make things, and then that's it. I was like, no, I'm gonna try and do it professionally. As much as I'd like to say yes, I don't really have a frame of reference, so it looks okay, I guess. Fair enough. That's fair. Thank you for being honest. Yeah. Second page. God, don't, Vars, just don't. I think in 6 months' time, if I have to update this again, I probably will split it in two to put 2D and 3D on two separate pages, but for now, it's all on one page. I make things, contact me and find out. I only lie when it's funny. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess this is done, so I guess I'll post this. For me, I con people that provide a healthy amount of info. I get that. That's kind of my perspective. Like, I haven't ever really conned anybody myself, but from my perspective, I'm like, if I'm going to be paying for a service, I want information. I want information. So immediately at the top, I'm like, prices are estimates, case by case basis. Term of TOS is on the website, like right at the top. And then everything's like broke. Like this can be broken down even more because when you go into art as well, the thing about art is that literally the best way to display art pricing is with a table because you have sketch, lined, flat, and shaded, but then within each of those, you also have headshot, half body, full body, and all of those are worth different things. So there's like 4 options, but within those 4 options are 4 more options. So there's actually 16 options, which is hell to try and display. It's hell to display. So these prices, I believe, are my full body prices because I have literally got a table that Spook made for me to calculate these things for me. So it's hell because it's like the logical way to display it is in a table with all the numbers, but people who are buying art don't want a table with numbers, they want pictures. Which makes sense, but it means that you have to fit 16 pictures. So it's it's so hard. Office Spook's existence. Look at this graph. Yep. Look at this graph. But yeah, Spook, bless him, made a very handy chart. We sat down and like we sat down with me, and even though I'm like, even with my pricing, I'm like, I don't know, it's about this much. He was like, you know what, I'll take it. So he took all of my it's about this much and like made a little calculator thing, which is amazing. So like he's got the quote unquote code, which is in a table. Look, it's a table, literally like what I explained, and it has all of the stuff I just explained. So it has headshot, bust, upper body, full body, static, full body, dynamic, and then additional background, and then it has my rough pricing for each of those in each of the categories of sketch, line art, flat color, shading, and also the fully painted ones. And then it also has time estimates, which is mostly for me, and things like that. And then he threw them all into a really handy little thing, so I can literally just be like, this is my quote thing, basically. So when people are coming to me for quotes, I'm like, cool, what do you want? And they're like, I want a flat color half body. I can literally select from a drop down list, flat color, half body, no background, and it literally gives me a quote and an estimate on how long roughly it would take me to do it, roughly based on my own information. So I can literally give them of just like, oh, this is your quote, and this is the it even has the half up front for me as well, because obviously I charge people half as a down payment. So Spook made a thing to literally do both of that, of just like, here's your quote for how much it'll cost, here's your half up front, and it tells me roughly how long it should take me. Roughly, but obviously that varies a lot. And he even added in a modifier for how many characters does it had. Because it multiplies it by 1.5, which is quite common for a lot of artists. They'll if you're doing one character, it's full price, but to add a secondary character, they'll like give it half price as a deal. So I believe it's a 1.5 modifier, which is great for me because I suck at numbers. And yeah, so that's the thing. That's a fun thing just for the art, because the 2D art, it's like really variable. Things like this, it's much. This is why this is down here, because these ones are the variable ones, whereas down here it's like, cause ref sheets are the same. Because as I said earlier, it's like you could have a ref sheet that's two full bodies and 3 headshots, or you could have a ref sheet that's 1 full body. Those 2 things are going to cost a lot different. That wasn't good English, but you know what I mean. Whereas this is a bit more easy of just flat rate, £15 for a sticker, because a sticker can only be so complicated because they're so small. And avatar retextures are 40. They used to be 35. I've upped them because I've gotten better at them, but I've also gotten, because I spend more time on them to make them look good, it takes me longer, so it's more expensive. And then custom clothes is another one where it's like there's so much variable, it's really hard to price up, so it's literally case by case basis, but it's there of just, hey, you can have custom clothes. So I think that is all the stuff. Yeah, I've just put this here to like fill in this gap, basically. Flat colors, no I don't put shade on my ref sheets. Very basic backgrounds. You get a color palette. You can have an, oh yeah, this was, have I spelt that wrong? I've probably spelt view wrong. I spell view wrong a lot. I've spelt view wrong. I don't know why view is a, it's the I and E. I and E I get wrong all the time. View. I'm realizing I'm on your pricing sheet quite a bit. Hey, that's fine. Bennett's also on here as well. This is there's also a big thing of just like me trying not to fill it with myself. You know, me trying not to fill it with myself, because obviously I don't have like this model on here, the Kit Bash, but it's like I could, but I haven't. It was a toss up between you and Bennett for this one. This is the biggest glow up, actually. This slot here. This, from what the old one was, I feel is like a big glow up. It's not that I don't like the old artwork that was in there, I just know I can do better now, which was this one. It's not that I don't like it, it's just I think I can do it a little bit better. Yeah. I want PK's Kobold's chest as a background. What do you mean? Anyway. Anyway. It's 5 o'clock and I think I'm done. I'm probably gonna have to glaze this because I put there's a lot of art on there and there's a lot of commission on there. So I'm gonna need to AI protect this. So I need to leave that to cook, because that's a program that you actually have to leave to run. It's not an instant thing. It does take a bit. So I'm gonna have to leave it to run and glaze it. Keep it safe. But yeah. I need to post this. I also need to post the ref sheet. Blue has a ref sheet now. But yeah, loads of odd jobs to do. That was why today's stream was called Odd Job Stream, because there was loads of like little things that I wanted to do, but I ended up spending the whole day doing this. Because like I want to change up one of the Discord channels as well. The About Blue channel, because everything is in one post, but that post is now at character limit, so I can't add to it. So I'm going to take that post and split it in two. So if you get a bunch of notifications, I'm sorry, but I'll be messing around with that channel. Yeah. So other than that, other than this, I don't think I have any new work to post just yet, because I'm still waiting. I've got one commission that I'm waiting for the final payment on, which is finished. So I'm waiting for the final payment so I can send it to them. That may have come, I don't know, because I haven't checked my emails the entire time I've been streaming. But yeah, so technically I've got 2 pieces ready to post. It's better for me to stagger them rather than posting them all at once. So I will try to get this up tonight, but it needs to be glazed. So yeah. Save that. And save a duplicate PNG. Version 3. Version 1. Literally offered 2 things. Sketches and paintings. There's no in between, apparently. This is when I first opened my commissions. I was more confident in my paintings than I was in my toon art. Now I prefer my toon art because I think it looks not better, but it's more refined. I had more practice with it. Sketches. The growth, yeah. I like my sketches. I think I do good sketches. They're very scribbly, but I think they're quite clear. I think my sketches are quite clear. Anyway. I'm rambling. Right. Need an explanation for us to get by. We ran around in circles and never asked why. I wanna be inside. Okay. I'm gonna go. That's me done. So yeah. Brr. I will see you guys tomorrow for Final Fantasy. Should be fun. And I've been spending literally like the last 2 years every time I play an MMO being like, I'm doing story, I'm gonna do story. But I might actually not do story in FF this week because we finished Endwalker. And even Carls was like, the game literally encourages you to take a break. So I'm probably gonna finish all the dialogue to talk to everybody because I haven't technically finished the Endwalker quest because I gotta talk to everyone. And then I think I'm gonna check out Island Sanctuary. Because once I finish the Endwalker quest, I can access that. So that might be what we do tomorrow. We might have a bit of a break. Fine. Alright, I hope to see you there. If not, enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Join the Discord. I need to pick a game. Not Highland Sanctuary. Yes, Highland Sanctuary. Yes. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Follow my socials. Consider commissioning me. My shower is broken. I need to fix it. I love you all. Bye.